Hi, it's Romella, and today is May the 4th. Good old Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. So, I am looking at pulling the cards for this week for spiritual support for us empaths and highly spiritual people. So, what we're going to use the Rise of the Warrior Oracle deck by Luna Marie. But also, I have got some of my own decks that are sample decks that have just come through. So we will be pulling some cards from these. So these ones are more support and tools of light. This one is more themes. So we'll use a mixture of these. And you'll probably see quite a lot of them over the coming weeks as I want to use them to get used to them and see, yeah, because they're samples, I might well want to change things or update things, etc, etc. So let us see what we have got here as information and support, that's words of wisdom coming through. So today in the UK we have the bank holiday. Weather's reasonable at the moment. We shall see how long that lasts. Those bank holidays have a habit of not being dry and sunny. Let us see though. So the first thing I'm picking up for this week is sticky. There's a lot of sticky energy. Storm warning, responding, not reaction. Yeah, there is. We've got a lot going on in the world. We all know we've got a lot going on in the world at the moment. Responding, not reacting. Yeah, this is the key thing is, you know, watch where you put your energy. Focus on where your energy goes. And because your thoughts, your emotions, your balance will follow that way, and you can find yourself exhausted and down the rabbit holes without having any ability to sort of pull yourself back out. So this is, as ever, who knows what's going to happen this week in the world that we live in. Keep abreast of it if you feel that is right for you, but take it. Don't send all your energy down those. So if you are watching the news or you're on social media, read it, but make sure you do some kind of distancing afterwards, like whether it's a cord release, and that's just like a simple physical 8, and visualize cutting it off and sending the news off into the violet flame. Whether it's about putting a violet flame around yourself after you've watched something, just to release any of those sort of energies, but just also having that awareness of where you are spending your time and your energy. So where that is really important. So, you know, we all watch the weather forecast, don't we, to see what's happening, and that's really what these videos are. They are a spiritual weather forecast. But definitely watch where your energy is going, because that is going to be really important this week. Protection, yeah, let me just say, clear your energy field. So just as I've just said, watch your energy. Use the violet flame around you. If you use bubbles, then pop a bubble around you, put a beautiful flame around the edge of it. Nice ultraviolet one would be beautiful. Fill your bubble with golden light, pink energy, whatever energy colour feels good for you. The golden light is really good. It's really source empathetic. What's the word I'm looking for? It's expansive. It's a really beautiful one to work with. Or pink for unconditional love. The only unconditional love can come through that bubble. But definitely look at your protection and your support for yourself this week. So that's twice that message has come up. So, and then we have time is an illusion. Give it up to the divine. Yeah, we live in a very 3D world with the time restrictions, shall we say, and the time expectations. But also time, you know, things can happen in out of sequence and then come in and you think, oh yeah, I didn't realise that had happened. I like to use Einstein time, which means it's stretching time, so that if I'm running late, I sort of sit in the car and say, right, Einstein time now, let's just stretch the car. Don't look at the clock. I might know that I've got 10 minutes to get where I need to get, and just feel that energy of Einstein's time stretching to allow me to get where I need to be, or usually on the school run. before that time runs out, and it pretty much always does work. And then I close down Einstein time once I've accomplished that, because you don't want to be running like that all day. So yeah, just I find the concept of Einstein time really handy as a tool to support me, yeah, when 3D is running a little tight, shall we say. Let's just pull one more from this deck. Distorted energy. Focus on your heart, not your head. Yeah, these messages are all very similar. In fact, the colours are all very similar as well. There's definitely a connection going on here. But this distorted energy, these messages are all saying the same thing. That just be aware of where your energy is going. Don't take on the storm. Be aware of the storm. Prepare for the storm. But don't get caught up in the storm where you can avoid. I think that's really important. It's, you know, sometimes we need to have that awareness so that we can plan, so that we can take actions. But at the same time, we need to protect ourselves. We need to watch where our energies and our thoughts are going, and stay grounded, stay connected to ourselves and our truths, because that is where the support is. So that's interesting that they've all come up with very similar messages. Right, I'm going to use my little deck here, your Inner Light Alchemy Oracle deck. And this was just a little quick one that I pulled together, really, because I just wanted, these are all the themes. So they're very simple, just themes that have been coming up in these videos. So I just wanted to have a space, I'll have a card deck really that was really bespoke to what comes up when we do these videos, to see. So let's see what is coming up today. Priorities. And this is really interesting because, you know, I was saying about the storm coming, watch your energies, watch where your thoughts go. And this is really where the priorities is coming in. It's coming in and it's saying, what is priority for you right at this very moment? So, and take the action, the aligned action for that, regardless of the other distractions that are going on. Sometimes you have to blend, sometimes you have to mix and match, do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but don't lose sight of your priorities. So, for example, yesterday, I had quite a few plans of things that I wanted to get done in the house, but my sinuses were hurting me. I had a bad neck pain, and actually my priority was my health. And literally, I pretty much slept on and off all day. Luckily, my children are old enough that they can fend for themselves, and hubby was around as well. But that was my priority, was for myself, just to support my body, allow it to the inflammation as it is, to dissipate, to be released, in order to be able to function, you know, today and future days. And sometimes, you know, I can't always do that. I might be able to grab a couple of hours because I have got other commitments, but actually my priority is my health. Because if I don't look after myself, if I don't support my own health needs, whether that is exercise, food, medication, spiritual work, energy editing, sleep is really important for me. If I don't support myself, then I can't then show up the best I can, or the best that the family need. So my priority is actually a priority for everybody. Yeah, so what is your priority? You may want to journal around that and just think about, what do I really need to accomplish? What do I want to accomplish? What is my body calling me? And I talk about this quite a lot, is what does your physical body, your mental and your emotional, your spiritual, what are they actually calling to you? What are they saying that they need, that perhaps you've been ignoring, that perhaps you haven't been listening to, that you haven't been hearing? Really important. Again, sitting in a quiet space, just tuning into your body, tuning into your mental body, tuning into your emotions, and seeing what's coming up and making those priorities for all the things that are coming up, that, you know, to really support you. So that is our message from that deck. What I will do, I'm going to pull, I'm going to use this deck, the Calm and Reset deck, because this deck is more about the physical side of things, and the other one's the inner light and alignment, so it's a little bit more spiritual. So let's just give these a little shuffle and see what is going to support us this week. What tool of light can support us this week? think we will just pull one. Let's pull this one here. Okay. Hand on heart breath. So place one hand over your heart and take 3 slow breaths. Feel the warmth of your hand and the rise and fall of your chest. This brings reassurance and calm. And this is a really good one. I will pop a photo of this one up separately as well. So what I would suggest this week is, you know, tune into your body, see what is going on whatever level, what is calling for you to do and to support, and pay attention to where you are losing your energy down the rabbit holes of social media, TV, news, doom scrolling, other people's dramas, etc, etc. If you are interested in doing more work along this, then I have the Access Your Inner Light membership. That is £22 at the moment, and in that every week you get a video based on energies from this reading, and it's a Akashic journey to the word is just disappeared, to tune in, to release, to clear. It's a tuning process and an activation. So we clear out one emotion, thought or belief that's hanging around at the moment and replace it with something positive. The videos are usually about 20 minutes long. They are not very long to do. They're easy to fit into a busy week. Yeah. And the ladies that are in there are really finding it particularly useful at this time that we are living in. So that is £22, less than a cup of coffee a week, look at it that way. And actually you're supporting your energy on a very high level. So let me pop some links below. Let me put these cards down for you as well. They are not available at the moment, but at some point they will be. They really are my sample cards to have a play with and see how I like them and how they work. I wish you lots of love and speak soon. Bye.